This is the Tay River, which has the fresh water to the right of the picture running down from the highlands into the Tay, meeting the waters of the North Sea, the fresh water from the hills, melting ice water, rain and springs, meeting the salt water from the North Sea. I'm standing today in a graveyard, which is a nice reminder of our mortality and how we're only here for a little while. And today I'd like to talk about something called alchemy. Now, I realise that most people have a good idea of what alchemy is, but we may have preconceived ideas about it that don't match up to what it really is. The name itself, alchemy, means from chem, and chem was the original name of Egypt. It's where we get chemistry and chemical from. And they were highly advanced in the use of different substances to affect other substances, to make chemical alterations to things. But also, they were highly advanced in the changing of our own awareness and consciousness and our bodily processes into something higher, which they refer to as the Ka, the soul. But during the Renaissance and around that time, and at other times, they've come to be thought of as a crazy bunch of people who were trying to turn physical gold into physical lead into physical gold. But that's the least of what they were trying to do. It is in fact possible to turn lead into gold, but it's financially not feasible. The other way of transforming lead into gold is symbolic, to turn the lead of our base metals in our experience, the anger, the lust, etc. in us, into the higher emotions and consciousness itself, through applying different ideas and ways of being. People can be born with different mechanical levels of refinement, and we could call them lead, copper, silver and gold, although those terms don't really mean anything. They're nice symbolism. We might as well call them 1, 2, 3, 4. But a lead alchemy person is born with a level of refinement where they don't care about their surroundings so much. They could happily live next to or on a rubbish tip. Whereas a gold alchemy person has to have beauty surrounding them. They have to wear beautiful things and be surrounded. And it's suffering for them when they're not surrounded by beauty, or when something's off in their environment. And the copper and silver are different gradations of that. Now, it can actually cause problems for relationships with people where the one of them, although they may be compatible in terms of type, etc., but their alchemy is very different. Then they're constantly suffering in relation to the behaviour of the other partner, which can be very difficult both ways. and can sometimes end in the ending of a relationship. They just can't put up with it anymore. I had a funny story once of a man who got rid of his wife, shall we say, and said she'll never put the milk next to the tomatoes in the fridge again, you know, just as a silly story. But the highest level of the use of the idea of alchemy is to transform our lower experiences into higher ones, to refine our lust, anger, etc. into consciousness through the application of the correct ideas. So, a little bit about alchemy. And the tea is sometimes referred to as the silvery tea, because on days unlike today where it's kind of misty, sometimes it's transformed into a sheet of shimmering silver, and in the evenings around sundown sometimes it's a sheet of shimmering gold. Brings to mind Shakespeare, gilding with heavenly alchemy. Anyway, that's all for now. And as usual, good luck in your quest towards remaining conscious. Bye bye.